Okay, here we are. Chattahoochee, Florida. Roll call number one.
I'm Alicia, or Lisa as everyone else calls me.
And I'm Patrick. I am the hillbilly. This is my hillbilly. We're new to this game. We're new to YouTube. Somewhat. We've watched a lot of YouTube. But we just wanted to start vlog number one off with a little bit of a background. We're going to do a country theme on our lives, which is always country themed. But we're going to be talking a lot about our disorders, people around us with the problems that they have going on. Just a day in the life, but more accentuated on reality. More, we want people to see that people can overcome whatever comes their way.
When I first come with my disabilities or my whatever you want to call them, ailments, YouTube was what I went for, and I never had watched YouTube ever. I mean, I just all that's kid stuff. It's nothing, that I want to watch. And
everybody out there's going, "What do you mean you never watched YouTube?"
I know. I picked like, we had our videos that we went and saw, and like music videos that we love, music and stuff. But I never thought that YouTube was as big as it is. I never had an inkling or even a think of how big it was.
It's educational beyond belief.
But yeah, it was a big help for me because I was clinically depressed. I was down for the counts and did not have any knowledge of really what was going on. I have PTSD, but it never hit me like this before. He can tell you I was down. I couldn't, all I could do was curl into a ball and barely go anywhere if he wanted me to. And YouTube helped me laugh. We've laughed so much on YouTube. The Atwood family is one that really, really, really got me. Their spirit and their YouTube family, blogs and stuff. That helped me out of my depression a lot. And just seeing, I guess a different life of someone.
Absolutely.
And being able to go through that, even though they're this, no one's a perfect family, but to see that they go through their struggles just like I do every day, and he's making a positive, what do you say, a positive
difference
message. I guess,
yeah.
It's and I see that, and then I thought, well. Why couldn't we make some, on YouTube because I still look for help. I still look for answers, and I still have questions.
And I think, you no matter how old you get, you still have to have help. No matter what's going on. We've been married for 24 years, and we've overcome many, 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 many different things through God and family. And no matter how old you get, there's still some level of challenge and problem that you're going to be facing. If you're living, there's going to be a challenge there, And we just want to make a difference in people's lives. We're in the process right now of going through a lot of big changes ourselves. There's a lot of things coming up in our lives that we want to face with you guys so you guys can see the process. I've had to file for disability, and so has she. We've always worked our whole lives. Double jobs, triple jobs. We've always worked, so it's strange. It's like, what in the world, Because here now we're like, physically we can't keep up like we used to. And so it strains not only our personal relationship, but our relationship with God, because you find yourself, why me? Well, don't ask why me. Just take with what you got and make good out of what you got.
Well, I never have asked why me, because I don't like that, but I've always why, I never say God, why, but I always say why me, but I'm not, it's not pointed to him. I'm just wondering why are we feel like we're being punished You know,
Yeah.
it just you know, because you feel that
And
way
it does.
sometimes.
You do feel like that.
Because
You feel
you're
like,
like, you know, we just get over one situation.
Mhm.
You know, losing my mom in 2014
Mhm.
was one of the biggest, you know, things that happened to us in a long time.
Absolutely. Huge.
And from there, it went downhill. The next year, we lost my grandmother, and family situations were very stressful. I won't go through all that. We'll just say
Right.
family
We've,
members
we've
were
over,
stressful.
we overcome in the rest. You can't overcome death
No.
per se. You can get past death, but any other situation as far as family goes, God's brought us through and He's put us on top. You know, I mean, the things that we could tell you that, you know, from where we were a couple years ago to where we are now, we're not rich. You know,
No, not at all.
sometimes we don't have two quarters to rub together in our pockets.
Two people.
But
What are you talking about?
we're
Quarters?
that's true. But
Uh,
we are blessed, and there's a difference. I used to think, you know, that's what I used to work 3 jobs at a time, thinking if I chase one more dollar, I'll be rich. If I chase
but
one,
then we lost time with each other. That's-
absolutely,
You know, that
We
was the
couldn't get
biggest
that back.
stress there. You know, with work.
that's right. We couldn't get time with each other. We couldn't get time with the kids, and so we had to change our priorities. We want to provide, but we also want to spend that quality time too, because we've already got one that's 19. And so she's getting ready to start her own thing. We've got our son is 15, will be this year, and you know, I don't want to lose any more time. So
I
that's
mean, it is a blessing that we're not working right now, just so that we, you know, because when I was pregnant with the 2 children, with our 2 children, one, you know, with Kirsten, I was able to work at a job that I was able to take her with me after she was born, and she stayed with me for the first 6 months that I stayed there, you know, at that job, and then they closed down. It was a drop off for dry cleaning, and Kirsten she was a blessing. Both of our kids are blessings. I just every day I look at them and think about them growing up and how they are. We've been blessed. Never really had any problems with our 2. Lord has watched over them and blessed them, and they've been very working with the Lord and following the Lord's, you know, and going to church, and they've just been real good kids. They, you know, and 2, this has caused them a lot of stress. And I want to point that out too. They have a lot of anxiety now because, you know, they see mom and dad, which has always been, you know, I guess we've been strong with them and tough and able to, you know, I guess do a lot more.
yeah.
And then they see their dad, you know, hurting. He was the first one to go down. He had an accident on an airboat and had a blood clot. That was a scare of our lifetime. That was really scary. That was before Mama. I forgot all about that. That was 2 years before Mama.
Yeah.
Now that was a eye opener.
Mhm.
And it made us look at life a lot different.
Yeah,
And
when you're as young as we are, and then the doctor says that this thing could kill you, that does open your eyes. Yeah.
but they do have a lot of anxiety, you know, which I tried to hide some with my kids, you know, my anxiety, but it's hard when you have PTSD to hide that.
Well, and kids see it.
Well, yeah,
I mean,
they
you know,
see more than you know, and we're open with our kids. I mean, we're not open to where we just tell them everything like some, you know, because I just don't want to tell them the wrong thing. But we're honest with them to a point, and at their age, they understand a lot more and did when they were younger. They would come and say to me, Mama, we already knew that, you know, and I was like, well, you did, you know, but yeah, you know, because they see it, you know, and they know it, and they know us, and I mean, it's just, but yeah, we want this to be like a help thing for others, but we also want, because there's still, like I said, there's still questions and answers that I've never gotten yet, that maybe someone on here knows how to do things that we're not doing. I know I'm trying to go vegan and do that a little bit more. I was vegan before I met my husband. He was a meat eater.
carnivore.
He still is, but he's cut down a lot on his meat consumption and his bread consumption, and he's trying to give up his energy drinks, but I have to give up my coffee drinks too, because I'm in fault for that too, because I have a one Starbucks, the bottle, cold iced coffee bottle every day. And sometimes if I want another one, I say, can you think it's okay? Yeah. But I don't, but now I just go one because I've gotten where my appetite has changed. My taste has changed. I don't get hungry. I have to force myself to drink. It's just a lot of problems that we just don't understand. I mean,
And
we're
we'll
like,
get
what in
into
the
the
world?
things that
Yeah.
the things that we're going through. There's a whole lot of different things. We'll talk about each one individually. But there's a lot of medication involved. There's a lot of controversy involved in the medication. A lot of people say, well, if you change this, then you don't have to take the medicine. I have yet to see that. All I know is that the medication makes it tolerable some days. Some days.
I would also like anyone out there on YouTube that is into the natural stuff, anything that we can have an idea of maybe using instead of the medicines we have to take. I'm not really keen on having to take 12 medicines a day.
Mm-hmm.
When I got we'll go into that later, but I've been taking medicine since Brennan's 14, so 14 years. I've been taking medications for another ailment, and it's an injury I had. And, but on top of that, now I'm taking more. I was only taking 2 there in that time. And, but now I'm taking almost 12 pills, I think, I've counted.
Yeah,
I don't like the way it makes me feel, but I am thankful that it has gotten some of the symptoms away, but more have come that were not there before. That kind of is from from taking the medicine that I don't like. We'll talk about that a little bit later, but I was just wondering if anybody out there might know a natural, way to, because I would rather go natural and just do it with what God has given us and not put the chemical stuff, because I really think that the chemical stuff is not good for you.
Oh yeah, it's not.
But
It is
what do you do
is.
if you've got to get your health better and you're
Well, we're going to
Can't
go
do
through the
without it.
whole spill now. We've come to the end of this one. We're running about 12-minute mark, so we'll cut this one short. We want you to like this video, please. Subscribe to the channel,
I think
please.
it's
Spread
up
the
here, or is
word.
it up here?
Yeah,
Wherever,
that's
we
what
don't
they
know
say.
yet.
But
We're like
wherever they put it, wherever, I don't know. But please, follow us. Tell your friends about us. We're gonna try to make a real go of this.
any
We-
hints out there about how to do it better? What was wrong with our video? Just anything that can help us. Bad comments, good
That's right,
comments.
that's
I
right.
mean, we listen to all
we
advice.
take everything.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, you get some people that don't want. Don't criticize me. Criticism makes you better, and we want that. So,
Advice is advice, whether it's good or bad. You take it for what it is, you get it, and you go on. If it's bad, put it behind you and keep going.
That's right. February 28th is gone. Hold your children. Love your children. Love each other. We love you.
God bless you.
Bye.